Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? You already know who it is. It is your boy, that guy, the Dry Nerd here. And in today's video, I kind of wanted to give a beginner guide to mouse and keyboard. And now this is not super beginner, but just give you some tips on how to actually perform well in this game on mouse and keyboard. Maybe you're new, maybe you're trying to try it out. The first thing I will say is get yourself a good mouse. A good mouse is everything. You don't have to go super expensive. What I use is the G Pro Superlight. Now there are a lot of other cheaper alternatives out there. This is by far not the best mouse. It's just what I've been using and what I've been comfortable with. I currently play on 800 DPI. There's this misconception where DPI really matters, and I think there's been some studies that show like, oh, the higher the DPI, the more the less latency you get or whatever. I personally, when I first started out, I played CSGO and I played 400 DPI, which was completely fine. And I continued that until I started really maining Call of Duty on mouse and keyboard. And I switched that to 800 DPI just because it was a little faster of a game and I needed to get into my menus faster, right, to switch things around. I just found it more comfortable. So 800 is what I stuck to. You can go 1600, and basically DPI stands for dots per inch, and all that pretty much does is your menu sensitivity. That's pretty much it, and that's the only thing that really matters. So you can play on 400 DPI, 800 DPI, 1600, 3200, you know, as long as you're able to use your mouse in the menu comfortably, that's fine, because end game sensitivity matters more. DPI is important, but you always can adjust your end game sensitivity, and that's another thing I want to talk about. So when you go to mouse and keyboard here, you guys can see my DPI 800. I'm at 40 centimeters. Now I've seen a lot of comments in my video saying, yo, you got to be moving your hand all over. Guys, you see my mouse pad, okay? I'm gonna teach you a trick. Pretty much this is, I have an artisan Hein mouse pad, or Hein, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, and I really do love this mouse pad. It's one of the best I had. You might have a wall hack mouse pad. Glass is a little harder to control, but just get yourself a good, you know, $50-$60 mouse pad that'll last you a long time. The mouse pad underneath that I have is the Saturn. I don't exactly remember what brand it is, but pretty much it's just a huge desk pad, and the only reason why I have this on here is because I just more comfortability. It's a little softer. Only reason why I have that. Now another thing you want to do is go into your control settings. Uniform, I'm testing out uniforms aiming off, and I actually am at 70 zoom sensitivity. I'm just testing it out. You can have it on, but I have it on. I have 0 monitor coefficient, and everything's pretty much the same, right? I play at 105 FOV. The reason why I do that is because it's really hard to see people in this game at a high FOV. I just can't see anybody, and that's that. Another thing, class setup is very, very important. What I try to do with all my classes is have precision above 40. That's like the biggest thing. Control is also important, but precision, I found the sweet spot above 40 super good. This is the class setup that I'm using mostly to get my kills and the practice range. Now when you go into the practice range, what's really important in this game, if you're holding down your fire button, you guys can see the spread or the bloom is absolutely insane. It's not too bad where if this person's close, I could go ahead and just burst them down up close, okay? But that's besides the point. Up close, I spray. At far ranges, I'm pretty much tap firing, okay? Like I'm bursting. That's what I do, just short bursts in order to improve the accuracy at range. So a lot of people are asking, how do I move my mouse so fast, and how does it look like I'm basically playing on such a low sensitivity, or 40 centimeters per 360, and how am I able to move real fast? This is a skill that you're gonna have to learn. I reset my mouse a lot. So when I do a 360, or a 180, I'm resetting my mouse. So I do a quick swipe and it's almost always a 180, right? So if I need to turn around real fast, it's a quick swipe and I reset on the middle or somewhere in the middle of my mouse pad. When I'm tracking somebody, I could slow down, use the mouse pad to track, and then If I need to flick back after, I just do a quick swipe and I reset the center of my mouse. That's on my mouse pad. That's pretty much what I do. It's the easiest thing, and it really does make it easier to not run out of space. Now, if you have a larger mouse pad, you can potentially, just not worry about resetting. You'll be fine. So there's that. Another thing, find a good ADS sensitivity. I like to have my ADS sensitivity slower than my hipfire. So if I have my hipfire on this side of the mouse and then I do a complete 360, I'm able to do a 360 and then some. But when I am ADSing and I do a swipe, there's a 180, so it's almost all the way across my mouse pad, and then boom, like that. So if I need to shoot somebody behind me, I can, right? But it's a little more difficult, so I really just focus on targets in front of me, and then I un-ADS, and then I focus behind me, right? There's a little tip for you. But, if this is a little higher, I could just swipe behind and then kill the person behind, right? So it's just a quick swipe, and then I reset. Another thing, when you're doing your flicks, you want to be as fast as you can and deliberate. You're not going to flick onto the target all the time, but when you're doing a flick, like if I wanted to flick to this target over here, I'm going to try to be as fast as I can, but I'm going to micro correct if I overshoot or undershoot. And the more that you do this and the more targets that are in front of you and the more that you practice, you will get better at this over time. So I'm just going to demonstrate here. I'm going to kill this target. I overflicked, and then I try to come back and readjust, right? So again, boom, right? And at this range, you could just fire, right? You don't have to let go of the trigger. The biggest thing is standing still. Don't strafe when you shoot, but even if you're above 40 precision, you kind of can strafe a little bit. So I'm going to demonstrate that also. Like, see, I'm still able to kill that dummy at that range, and I'm still kind of able to do it at this range, and I'm still able to kind of do it at this range. It's just sometimes it's not as fast. Okay, so we have that. Now, how do you put this into practice? Now, you're going to have a lot of people in front of you most of the time. If you're setting up correctly, you're going to be behind the enemy, and you're going to have 4 targets, 5 targets, 6 targets in front of you. At that point, you need to decide what is the most deadly target to you, okay? What is most likely to get yourself killed? And you got to do this in a split second. It's going to be very, very difficult, but you got to look at your ammo. You got to look at, okay, how many targets are in front of me? Is this person going to turn around if I kill his buddy over here? And kind of go through that. There is no, I'm going to flick to the guy to the right, left, and then the middle, like first. It's just none of that. You got to assess the situation in milliseconds, and then you have to go through and you got to try to kill as many targets as you can. And that's what's fun in this game while trying to stay alive. Don't try to like leave cover to try to chase a target down. Try to go in and actually be smart about your engagements. And that's what's going to make you a really, really good player. And once you do this over and over, and you get multiple hours in, you will find that it will be easy for you to actually dial in your sensitivity. Are you over flicking, under flicking a lot? You will get better at deciding what targets are you're going to hit or choose. Okay, so if I want to go boom, I under flick, boom, boom, and then I'm out of bullets. Okay, so basically I'm not warmed up. I just got on to do this video, but if you're really trying and you get used to those super fast flicks and being able to be as fast as you can going in between targets and as snappy as you can, you will do very, very well. So that's basically it. That's all I really wanted to talk to you guys about in today's video. I hope you enjoy it. As always, remember, stay blessed, stay humble, and I'll catch you in another one. Let me know down in the comment section below. What do you guys think? Is this good? Do you like it? And is this helpful? As always, like I said, stay blessed and humble, and I'll catch you in another one. Peace.